The Old Oyo Empire, also referred to as the Oyo Empire or the Empire of Oyo, was a powerful pre-colonial African state situated in the western part of the continent. It thrived between the 14th and 19th centuries in what is now southwestern Nigeria, controlling vast territories and influencing numerous smaller kingdoms and chiefdoms. Today, the remnants of its culture and legacy are still visible in various aspects of modern Nigerian society. The story of the Old Oyo Empire is an intriguing one, marked by periods of immense power, wealth, and cultural brilliance interspersed with internal strife and external conflicts that ultimately led to its downfall. This narrative will take you through the rise and fall of this great empire, highlighting the factors that contributed to its success and eventual demise. The history of the Oyo Empire is intricately linked to that of the Kingdom of Ife, another significant pre-colonial African state. According to oral traditions and historical accounts, the Oyo Empire traces its origins back to the legendary Oduduwa, who is believed to have migrated from Ife to establish the Oyo Empire around the 13th century. The journey of the Oyo people is said to have been guided by a divine Ariki, a praise poem that directed them to the location where they would found their new kingdom. Upon arrival, they encountered a vast, unpopulated land that would become known as Oyo. The early years of the empire were marked by expansion and consolidation. The first ruler, Oyo Aji, is said to have reigned for 40 years, laying the foundation for the empire's future prosperity. During this period, the Oyo established a centralized political system with the Alafin as the king, holding both religious and political authority, and the Oyo Messi, a council of 7 chiefs, assisting in governance. This system of government was highly effective and played a crucial role in the empire's longevity and stability. The Old Oyo Empire reached its zenith during the reign of several notable rulers, including Abiodun, Obalufon, Ogungun, and Afanja. These monarchs presided over a period of territorial expansion, economic prosperity, and cultural flourishing. Their empires stretched from the Atlantic coast in the south to the edge of the Sahara Desert in the north, encompassing regions inhabited by various ethnic groups such as the Nupe, the Igbo, and the Igbira. To effectively manage this vast territory, the Oyo implemented a system of provincial administration, appointing governors to oversee different regions. Despite the empire's size, communication and transportation were efficient, facilitated by a network of well-built roads. Major cities within the empire, including Oyo Isle, the capital, Ibadan, Ogbomoso, and Isian, were connected by these roads, ensuring the smooth flow of trade and communication. The Old Oyo Empire's territorial expansion was not solely based on military conquest, but also on diplomacy and trade. The empire maintained peaceful relations with neighboring states, fostering cultural exchanges and economic partnerships. The Oyo skillfully exploited their geographical location to establish control over long-distance trade routes. Situated between the Sahara and the Atlantic coast, they became intermediaries in the trans-Saharan trade, controlling the flow of valuable commodities such as cola nuts, leather, and slaves. These trade activities not only generated significant wealth for the empire, but also exposed them to new ideas and technologies from other regions. The economic prosperity of the Old Oyo Empire can be attributed to several factors, including their control over trade routes, the introduction of accounting procedures, and the use of cowrie shells as currency. Agriculture played a vital role in the economy, with crops such as yams, cassava, maize, and rice providing sustenance for the population. Oyo merchants traveled extensively, conducting business in distant lands and establishing trading posts to facilitate commerce. The empire's wealth was also enhanced by the collection of taxes and tributes from vassal states and individual traders. The abundance of gold and other precious metals within the empire's borders further contributed to its economic prosperity. Social organization in the Old Oyo Empire was hierarchical, with the king and nobility occupying the highest ranks. Below them were free farmers, traders, artisans, and lastly, slaves. Slavery in the Oyo Empire, as in many other African societies, had its roots in various factors, including debt bondage, warfare, and the Atlantic slave trade. Slaves were primarily employed in domestic service, agriculture, and skilled labor, and had certain rights and could own property. However, the slave trade's impact on the empire's economy and social structure became increasingly significant during the 18th and 19th centuries, contributing to internal conflict and external pressures that eventually led to the empire's decline. The religion of the Old Oyo Empire was a blend of traditional African beliefs and practices with influences from Islam and Christianity. Traditional religion was polytheistic, with the supreme being known as Olorun. The worship of various deities and spirits was widespread, and divination and ancestor veneration were integral parts of religious life. The introduction of Islam and Christianity, primarily through merchant communities, led to the establishment of mosques and churches alongside traditional religious sites. Religious tolerance was generally observed, allowing for the coexistence of different faiths within the empire. The Old Oyo Empire made significant contributions to art, architecture, and literature. In architecture, the empire is known for its impressive palaces, mosques, and shrines constructed from mud, brick, and wood. Sculptures depicting various figures, including rulers and mythical beings, were highly regarded. The empire's oral tradition played a vital role in preserving history and cultural knowledge. Griots, professional storytellers, and musicians kept a detailed record of the empire's history, genealogy, and heroic tales. These narratives not only entertained, but also served as a means of transmitting essential historical and cultural information across generations. Unfortunately, the Old Oyo Empire did not escape the challenges and conflicts that plagued many African societies during this period. Internal conflicts arising from succession disputes, power struggles, and the influence of the slave trade significantly weakened the empire's unity and stability. Additionally, the growing power of the Fulani, a nomadic Muslim group from the north, posed as serious threats to the empire's existence. The Fulani, under the leadership of Usman Dan Fodio, launched a jihad against the Oyo in the early 19th century, aiming to establish Islamic rule. Despite fierce resistance, the Oyo were eventually defeated and their empire was dissolved, marking the end of the Old Oyo Empire. The legacy of the Old Oyo Empire is multifaceted and enduring. Its contributions to West African history are significant, encompassing territorial organization, trade networks, political structures, and cultural achievements. The empire's influence extended beyond its borders, shaping the political landscape and economic activities of neighboring regions. Moreover, the Oyo Empire's resilience and adaptability in the face of internal and external challenges serve as a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of African societies during this period. However, it is essential to acknowledge the empire's involvement in the slave trade and its lasting impact on African communities. The transatlantic slave trade caused immeasurable suffering and contributed to the depopulation and social disruption of many African societies, including those within the Old Oyo Empire. It is crucial to confront this aspect of history and recognize the profound effects it had on African lives and heritage. In conclusion, the Old Oyo Empire stands as a beacon of African excellence and achievement during a time when many African societies were flourishing. Its rise and fall offer valuable insights into the complexities of power, wealth, and societal dynamics in pre-colonial Africa. By understanding the Oyo Empire's contributions and challenges, we gain a deeper appreciation for the rich tapestry of African history and the lasting impact it has had on the world. As we reflect on the legacy of the Old Oyo Empire, let us celebrate its achievements while acknowledging the profound impact of the slave trade on African lives. It is through this balanced perspective that we can truly honor the memory of this great empire and strive for a more inclusive and accurate portrayal of African history. Thank you for joining me on this journey through time as we explored the fascinating world of the Old Oyo Empire. If you enjoyed this narrative, please show your support by liking the video, sharing it with others, and subscribing for more captivating stories. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our shared history.